I've been a member of the FGC for about 10 years now, not including the years where I liked fighting games and had no clue how to really play them. And content-wise, I've noticed a few patterns between creators. I'm not here to act like a hipster and claim your favorite content creator is bad. This isn't a call-out video. At most, if I ever get traction, I just want to play them in a first to 10 or something.
Anytime, any place, bring it on, you aliens.
Honestly, saying this is a content creator thing is a lie. If you play fighting games, odds are you have a type you gravitate towards. Shotos, grapplers, edgelords, pixiv tags, metapix, or whatever type of person you have to be to main Chang. You see, I really don't have a type. No, I don't main everyone in the games I play. I guess the closest I could whittle it down to is underappreciated characters. Except not really. Truth be told, I've been racking my brain for almost 5 minutes trying to create some deep sort of reasoning why I don't have a type. But I just play who I like. And truthfully, I really haven't seen a series on YouTube that's just talking about fighting game characters and why someone likes them. And I really like that idea. Now, I have a PhD and diploma in clay fighter lore, so I feel that ordains me as capable of talking about fighting game characters without seeming like an over-sentimental blowhard. At least I hope so. Blew $100 on this thing. Just as a heads up, if you're expecting the usual suspects of fighting game character discussion, your Morgans, your Akumas, your Souls, and Mishimas here, I've seen plenty of people discuss them online, and I'm not really all that interested in the character's playstyle or character-wise. I am well aware I have lost about 60% of you. 30% of you had this saved on a tab to watch later, only to forget about it for a year. 7% of you have stolen my IP address and are coming to heavy slash me with a board with a nail in it. But for the 3% of you giving me a shot, thank you. And let us talk about the big fat doofus on the thumbnail. Samurai Shodown is a series that takes a lot of inspiration from the Edo period of Japan. Makes sense to use an era known for samurai in a samurai fighting game. Brilliant deduction, Soda my cereal. I'm joining the 7%. Before I lose any more of you, I just wanted to set the scene. As Sam Show, being fantasy in nature, mainly used that aspect to give characters cool wind powers, extreme strength, and the ability to come back after getting sliced the fuck up! With exception to the boss characters, Basara and Ganon from the first two games, in comparison to a lot of fighters, lore-wise it's somewhat tame all things considered. It helps that the historical lens the series is under could simply just be exaggerated retellings of history. If these characters actually existed. It's not like KOF where you have a snake cult trying to revive their god 5 blocks away from the subway station, and that just leads into an arc where a science cult used an eclipse cannon to try and take over the world. Even characters like Basara and Ganon could be considered the result of tall tales that would have been told around this time. Not that very out of the ordinary compared to Blanca going green and eating eels to become electric, or God knows how the devil gene works. Not that wild when you look at the lore of other franchises. Until this fat bastard comes in and eats your wife like a baby! Meet Yokai Kusaregedo, also known as Sleep Paralysis Demon, Forma de Rojo, the Fat Balding Bastard, or...
Why are you in the game?
Originally, Kusaregedo was a kind man in life. Except he was a cannibal. Yeah, Kusaregedo-kun tried eating my arm, but he always holds the door open for anyone. Everyone has their quirks. However, this cannibalism quirk and general hunger caused by the Tenmei famine caused his once human form to transmogrify into a demon with only a desire to eat. And eat he does. Very well.
It's so thick!
In case you're wondering who designed this magnificent himbo, that would be Yasuhiro Naitao. That's right, that Yasuhiro Naitao. Trigun Yasuhiro Naitao. The creator of Trigun designed Kusaregedo. You can tell because red is their primary color in their design. But who gave this character his magnificent voice? This actor in 5 was Go Shinomiya. He's actually a VA who still works with SNK, his main role being the modern Robert Garcia. Although he may not look like Steven Seagal anymore, there's still the soul of a big fat dude in rum. Now that you've gotten to know this fantastical beast, how does he play poorly? For your opponent, Kusaregedo is an S-tier character in Samurai Show 5 Special. Honestly, one of the best characters in the game. Why? Consider the following. His pokes are incredibly fast for someone of his size. He's got the grappler's light jab, except it covers about a fourth of the screen. His other normals can easily cover the screen and make the opponent do something stupid, allowing Kusaregedo to knock them down and vomit all over them, forcing the opponent to block or roll. Speaking of spewing, his vomit special move is one of his best. It's a very simple input. He can cancel into it from almost anything, and adds a pretty scary layer of pressure thanks to the move paralyzing the opponent on hit, leading to free damage. And in Sam Show, all free damage is big damage, letting Kusaregedo hurl out another. Kusaregedo has another projectile. It's a pretzel motion input. Wow, it must be caca poo poo pee pee. Caca poo poo pee pee. That leads me to one of the biggest issues trying to play Kusaregedo. He's easily the most execution-heavy character in the entire game. No one has anything as ridiculous as the inputs you have to do to play him. I want you to look at Haomaru's move list as an example. Simple. He's the murder hobo protagonist, of course it'll be easy. Now take a look at a harder character to learn, like Gaira. Sure, he's got that command grab, but it's like Gold Lewis. Hide the input behind another move, and it's only one move like that. It's nowhere near your only option. Now take a look at Kusaregedo. He's got 2 of them like that, or on top of the chocolate pretzel input. So don't use them, right? Except these moves are actually some of his best moves. Not really that projectile, but the command grabs? Oh god no, the damage and range on these moves is too good to just ignore them. These moves are what makes Kusaregedo a menace, so you best learn how to hide your shit behind jabs or become grease lightning with your inputs, or you'll see this a lot. While on the subject of special moves and problems with them, I should mention that his grabby hand special move is practically useless unless you can activate time slowdown. It's incredibly easy to punish, and it's so easily telegraphed. And a lot of Kusaregedo's normals can be punished on block, but that's just Sam Show. It's a very deliberate game by design. Now that I've grabbed your attention on this delightful sprite, you must be asking, where can I play this swelling peak of manliness? Sadly, Kusaregedo has only really appeared in 2 main entries, Sam Show 5 and its updates, and Sam Show 6. Thankfully, 5 Special still has a pretty active community on Fightcade 2, so you can go there and swim through the slurs and the Wi-Fi warriors to get some really good sets. After all, it's a shame that 6 was his last game, especially when Sam Show 2016 was so damn good. Could you imagine this paragon modeled in 3D? And it's Sam Show 2019's art style? Yet we got Iroha in 2019.
There's no justice in this world.
I mean, which would you rather play? This big, beautiful weapon of mass destruction, or a Senran Kagura character? Okay, I'm an exception, but there's no reason he should have been ignored. He's perfect, he's unique, he's